St. Paul. When the world glimpsed Officer Geronimo Yanez in a Facebook Live video last summer, his gun was pointed through the window of Philando Castell's Oldsmobile. The patrolman's voice was elevated. He shouted expletives. He claimed he opened fire because Mr. Castell was reaching for a gun. On Friday, Officer Yanez spoke about the shooting again, this time in a courtroom here, where he is on trial for second-degree manslaughter. His voice was more subdued, his vocabulary more refined. He told jurors that he had feared for his life, that the shooting was justified. "I was scared to death. I thought I was going to die," Officer Yanez said in court, where he cried on the witness stand. "I had no choice." Two distinct narratives have emerged about the shooting death of Mr. Castell last July in suburban St. Paul, an episode that sparked several days of protests and added to the national debate about how police officers use force and treat African Americans. The first version of events, advanced by prosecutors and given voice by Diamond Reynolds, Mr. Castell's girlfriend and the front seat passenger at the time of the shooting, suggests that Officer Yanez panicked and unreasonably shot Mr. Castell. They claim Mr. Castell, a 32-year-old black man and longtime school cafeteria worker, posed no threat and had been trying to cooperate. The second narrative, Officer Yanez's, suggests that Mr. Castell was trying to grab a gun and that the shooting was a reasonable response to imminent danger. "Hence not complying with my directions," said Officer Yanez, 29, who told jurors he did not want to shoot Mr. Castell. Officer Yanez's guilt or innocence likely rests on which of those competing narratives jurors believe. Closing arguments and the start of jury deliberations are scheduled for Monday. This week, prosecutors laid out their case against Officer Yanez, leaning heavily on Ms. Reynolds' eyewitness account, the Facebook footage and newly released images and audio from Officer Yanez's dashboard camera. Ms. Reynolds claimed, both in the Facebook video and on the witness stand, that Mr. Castell had been trying to comply with Officer Yanez's request for his driver's license when he was shot. He was going for his wallet, Ms. Reynolds testified, but was having trouble because of the seatbelt. Officer Yanez told jurors that he stopped Mr. Castell for a broken taillight.